Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eclipse Sentinel, and thank you all so much for joining me today on Outer Worlds once again. So let's pick up right where we left off and see what we can do to get that colorful group of characters back into the fold. Or maybe we'll join their ranks and spread some anarchy and liberation. What are you doing? Hold here and shoot from where you're standing. So one of the things that I was worried about in my first playthrough was I was scared of this one dying, and apparently the only way for NPCs like this to die permanently is if we played on Supernova difficulty, which I don't think I am currently doing.
Here we go. Right, got him.
Is there any way I could get you to like hold your ground where you're at? I am honestly using her as a human shield. I am not proud of that, but I'm also not ashamed of it either. Oh. 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 Oh, I did not. Why are you not losing health? Do I specifically need to use the pistol to take you out? There you go. Alright, that took a little. That was weird. It felt more difficult, but maybe it just took longer because I was being more cautious than this time. Which, honestly, I feel like I was being overly cautious the first time I played this. Where's the other body? There it is. Did I just walk over you? No, I got you. Nothing. You. No, I just want to take your clothes. You know, back in Fallout, you know, you would just strip their bodies and take all their gear. Actually, no, that's not entirely how it worked, because I've killed many raiders in that game who were wearing really... Speaking of people wearing really cool armor. Alright, I forgot how to use... Oh god. Where's the medicine? Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't care. Oh, I do have a helmet, I guess. Whatever. Use it. Come on. It's just a... Wait, no, I take a gas mask thing, right? I'm so dead. You know there's like a completely different person, right?
Nice one.
Your knees! Get him in the knees. Oh, it's left bumper. I forgot it's on the top left of my screen of what I should and should not do. Got nothing. Neither of you. Typical. Always using A for interact. Which is not how that works. Can I like update my armor or something? Armor manager to wear an armor, helmet, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay, got it. Can I do something to this? Options? Unequip, break down, repair, drop? I'll repair it. No, I don't need to, I guess. Which makes sense, I don't really have to. So, if I recall correctly.
Here we go.
Crushing me with a knife, what the heck? Is this where I get my light machine gun? If I get your armor, I'd be totally okay with that. Let the reticle hover over them before I pull the trigger like 12 times and waste all my ammo. Yay, I finally made it past this fight. Alright, let's see what the sword guy had. Oh, cool, he's got mining gear. Like that? Nothing. Nothing again. Useless. Useless! All of you! Heavy armor? No, but I got a light machine gun now. I wanted your rifle. You are just in pieces. Oh no, that was... Okay. Oh, I can level up now. I will boost my range. How many do I have? How many skill points do I have? Oh. Handguns, long guns. Basically all this stuff needs to be upgraded to 40. But I want to improve my dialogue. There we go. So now I have a light machine gun, right? Oh. Oh, I have to apply everything. Okay, basically enhancing my VATs. Makes sense. So... I'll go with the armor, class of 5. Ooh, looking... Okay, this just looks better for dialogue purposes, so I'm just gonna wear this for a bit. I'm gonna not wear the helmet, I mean. And wait, weaponry. I gotta stop pressing start. I want guns. Ah, yes. No, I just don't want this. There we go. Oh, both of you use... But the handgun just objectively does more damage. So I'll just do that. Wait, what's to my right?
Here they come!
Oh.
Everyone all right? Nice one!
Oh. Well, thank you. But also, I just completely didn't take these guys into account. Right in the crotch. I'm usually the kind of guy who aims for the head. Go away. I trusted you to flee like a coward. You abused my trust. Oh. Interesting direction. Interesting. No one has a single health regeneration item, which is disappointing, especially with how much I'm losing my health. Marauders lay dead here. Maybe they didn't pilfer the corpses. Assault rifle, yes. I jumped backward in excitement. All right, another trip blade and another assault rifle. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, that uses heavy rounds. I'll unequip this. Unequip. So that way we have two different ammo types to work with. Because honestly, I'm not all that impressed.
Okay, keep them quiet.
Nobody home? Okay. I'm going to take your stuff. These are probably drugs. These are... Weird to keep your ammunition in the kitchen. Magnetic pick. I think will open... my controls are weird. I need 4 mag picks. But I have the lock picking ability. Why do I need that mag picks? No alternative route inside? Like from the back? I was actually a little... Darn it! I was a little excited. I was anticipating the rewards. Buy our guns here. Actually, what does this say? It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Well, you know, they accomplished one of the main things of a slogan. Simple, easy to remember.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
I'm gonna save here, because I'm scared. Can I talk to you? That's not it.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Like your outfit.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Philosophical, okay.
A Geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Fair enough.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You don't really look it.
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye
It's
out.
not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
That first option. You know, if Marauders got her, she could be over there, she could be over there, she could be way over there, all at the same time.
I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
That's weird. You would think that someone who appears to have at least some level of security purpose would be allowed to look around.
Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Oh, so this was before the disappearance.
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Okay, this feels like a two-sided perspective. I'll try and get her opinion if I find her.
What is it?
Okay, sorry. I'll just go. I got what I...
What is it?
No, wait, I didn't mean to talk to you again. I'm sorry. I kind of want to... stop doing that. Comes now the power. I want to prioritize this. I want to find Zoe. Like, I know this is the main mission, but, you know, if we can have some fun with it, that's a chicken. Looks normal, too. Well... Are chickens this... No, I don't think there's any breed of chicken that's this vibrant. I gotta stop pressing
You
A.
hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Like candid stuff.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
I don't think I am.
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
This world is weird. A lot of normal things seem weird to these people.
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Hey, I got time.
What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Some sort of better handgun? Fiver, Spacer's Choice. A heavy handgun, okay. I have a 5% discount on this purchase too. How much money do I have? Not enough! Can I sell stuff? Like, there's a pretty fair amount of stuff. I don't want this. I do not want this. I already have an assault rifle. I will get rid of the small mask. Really need the hibernation suit, do I? Now what's all this stuff? Armor mod, weapon mods, yeah. Upgrades to equipment and such as it looks. Looks decent, but I don't think I need it. This is the one I'm interested in, but I don't have the funds to take care of that. Let's go snooping, shall we? I was hoping he had MAGA picks. Good news, I'm alive. Oh, alright, journey's over, side quest complete. Starting to feel a little better too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food, or something that passed for food anyway. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms, I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an aether wave. So I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Masked Marketeer. What would I do without you? Go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming into the hills like some wild marauder. That's concerning. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading whoa, I can't read that word. My screen is acting up. Cadre? A group of marauders. A band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits. What will we call ourselves? The Formidable 14? The 100 Hooligans? Featuring Zoe, Bandit Queen. Yeah, featuring Zoe, Bandit Queen. She's got her aspirations, at least. That's something. You legitimately surprised me. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like another? I don't know why I'm writing this down for positry's sake, because I've always hated the cannery and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay. I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Andrea time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of Adria time and suddenly you're committing larceny. Does she have a drug addiction? Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat, bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in the camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food and got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adelaide time too. Everybody loves Adelaide. Andrea time. I was reading that wrong for the past 2 minutes. Even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of adrena time. Oh, adrena time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizos. Okay, so it looks like she just left to become a Marauder Queen. Which, not that surprising. I honestly thought that was a possibility. Because I feel like if it was an abduction, people would know for certain that that was the case. So. Fine, Zoe. One of those journal's entries reveal that she secretly planned to run away and join the Marauder camp to the east. Now that you know her location, head to the camp and see if she's okay. So using the compass, I can head east. And also the compass is literally telling me where to go. Hopefully with this assault rifle I won't be wasting so much ammunition. Not too bad of a trek. I wonder if their camp is inside that building.
Here we go.
Ooh, I love the assault rifle.
Everyone all right?
Kinda have to treat it like a burst weapon though. I kinda wish there was a way for me to change the firing type to like single shot. Big guy, you got... Really? You got nothing? You got nothing. Alright, whatever. Need more hacking pigs. Thank you. What do you got? Of course you got nothing. Of course. The heck's a bit cartridge? I don't even know. Cartridge storage of amount of bits used as currency. Okay, so it's money. So it's a bit cartridge. So wait. So is the number just the amount of bit cartridge there is? I'm assuming so. Anyway. I want to save my assault rifle ammo, so I'll just stick to this. I'm hearing something howling in the distance. I also think I do see something hunched over there. Do they train them?
Not a peep from me.
No, it's not. Oh, snap. Oh! Get away!
Get past that armor!
All right, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. Now, where did you go? There you are. Oh, you just get up on your own then. I was worrying about you constantly last Let's Play. I feel like that's like a omen of something to come later. Like something that's just gonna show up at some point in the game. Oh, looks like she took care of the other two? Oh, so they do tame these creatures.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Well, now you can add us to that list.
Get past that armor! Get past that armor!
You talking about can't get past the armor? Were you... What? Love your hair.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Not for free.
Oh, well that's a shame. I mean, I could pay you in Adrena time, but I've already bartered most of my stash over to these poor saps. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma.
What's your charisma stat?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
In an empty camp and you're the only bandit here?
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so?
I had a feeling that was going to
I'll
be more
take my
impressive.
stuff and head on back, I suppose.
Alright.
Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Hell, if you can become my companion, I'll be glad to take you off their hands. You seem fun to talk to. Your past few comments were actually not that bad. I'm just gonna pilfer your old home. Oh, I like how you actually have to go in front of it. Instead of like in previous games where you could approach it from any angle. But it's good that she's back at the camp with... You are so quiet. It's like you don't make noise when you move. At least dog meat had the clickety-clack of his nails when he took a step. This Chinese chess? No, it looks sort of like it though. I think I took everything from here. Ow. I literally deserve that. Oh, so I'm guessing these are like power armor stations, right? Not too bad. I like it. So yeah, I'm assuming the number next to the big cartridge is like how much? One more to get this. I wish there was a way I could fabricate my mag locks. Maybe I can use Zoe's return to this camp as leverage for whatever situation or avenue I choose to follow. Thought those were undulating colors, but it's just me closing distance. Oh no, they do undulate colors. I just couldn't appreciate it at close. Oh no, when I move, they shift colors as I approach them. Interesting.
What is it?
You don't need to be rude.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Oh, wait, should I lie?
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Yes, you can.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
Give me more money. Alright. Let's get on with the story.
Gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Oh, you're nice.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb. grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
That tobacco and corn? I feel like that would taste disgusting.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Bro, you say?
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
She is a precious being and I will protect her. So, I think I'm gonna go with their side.
You will listen to your conscience.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna increase my negotiating skill. Oh, there's just... Oh wait, what does it do? Right, I guess dialogue 50, I guess it doesn't have a... Yeah. Each point of dialogue can persuade, lie, intimidate skills up to 50 points each. After 50, you can specialize in adding points directly into persuade, lie, or intimidate. Oh. These are like the set. So could I just choose to can keep doing them all, or is it because like after 50 it's like you get more points to invest in specializations rather than just in all of them? Oh, cower humans have the persuade skill is used in conversation and all has a chance to inflict cower, crippling fear when you first damage a human target. Okay. Oh, so when okay. Oh. Oh, so intimidate is to scare off animals, lie is to scramble machines, and persuade is to scare people. Interesting. I really need to invest in medical stuff. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and I definitely need, I need some of that leadership. Can you increase it again? No, you only one at a time. Oh no, I want to adventure with friends. Being a shrewd negotiator, you may cost you some friends, but make up for it in a bit. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Why? Yeah, I want more money. I want more discounts. Alright. So now that that's taken care of, do I cut through here? No, we're in some sort of closed-in canyon, so I probably need to travel out and around. So yeah, I'm gonna liberate these people. Because looking at the town, like there are people making payments on their graves, which is messed up in every sense of the word. Did I go through here? Oh, I did. I just never checked the house. A bypass shunt? What did you leave in your toilet? Not the worst space house I've seen. It seems I also got some sort of weapon. Oh, some sort of like energy-based flintlock looking pistol. Alter. Give it a try. Why can't I repair? Do I have to be at some sort of station? This needs to be repaired. So now can I fix this? No, I cannot. Why can't I fix this? I'm assuming I have to be at some sort of workstation. Is that the plant? My name is Kane Van Aker. I am Spacer's Choice Anthologist specializing in fauna of Terra 2. Currently, I am studying the hunting behavior of feral candids. I managed to find a nice hiding spot beside the rather large pack of candids. This is the largest pack of feral candids I've ever seen in the Vale. In a significantly large pack, candids will hunt just about anything. This pack could probably take down a small group of primals, given the chance. Primals given the chance. Smaller packs tend to give a wide berth to the primals roaming this region. Sprats and Petro rays, however, are fair game for even a lone candid. They may not have encountered primals, but this pack of candids made quick work of a marauder camp they found. I'm afraid I may have to move on before I can study this pack closely. I'll have to leave my things for one of my assistants to pick up later. Yeah. Assuming he was the assistant. And stuff like that, like carry your own stuff back home. So this was the marauder camp that was attacked. So it also doesn't look like so could I not unequip you? Good reason.
Okay. Going quiet.
Oh, so light rifles. Same memo? $180, $215. So the light rifle doesn't even really make much sense. Evil throw power, just
I always wanted to poke around in here.
like they have automatons protecting it. There's a more covert way.
System. Searching for unauthorized persons. Search failed. Suspicious data not found.
I'm thinking there's only really one way in there.
Processing.
Okay, here we go!
Oh, you have like a sledge. That's cool. That was easy. Was there a door? Oh no, it wasn't. Just like a little window. Oh no, there was a door. I'm not smart. And I think I also heard a walk it off. Stop whining. Oh. Nice sledgehammer, by the way. Didn't know you had that.
Unexpected. Investigating.
Here they come! Get back to armor!
Oh, poor guy. A vendor? Okay. Yeah, let me... Oh. Whatever. Oh, this is gonna be a... I'm used to doors just opening and it being instantaneous, but I guess this area is gonna be a little bit more complicated. I feel like I was like sliding further and further out of camera, so I hope that's not what happened.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Well, clearly this is a work your way through situation.
Searching for.
Here they come!
Oh wait, there's something behind me too? Oh, this leads back outside, okay. Some sort of overseer office, I presume? Perfect. Oh. Oh, it didn't open this door. I need 35 lockpicking. Okay.
Doing all right?
Whatever a flywheel is for. Assemble all 5 flywheels and you can unlock the secret chamber. I never know what you can find in here. I have to say that... Sorry, whoever you are. Oh, so I do have to go to a workbench in order to upgrade or repair my equipment. Makes sense. I feel like I'm unnaturally low to the floor.
Processing.
Let me see what this other pistol's like. I'm not sure what this is doing. I see a body.
Get away!
Who is still here?
Get away!
Higgins? Hello? Well, I can hear you, so you're somewhere I can physically get to within this space, right? Like down here.
Get away!
Actually some sort of complicated trap that's just lulling me into a false sense of security.
Go away, Phantom!
What? Are there like radiation ghosts here? I doubt that's actually a thing, but I could be wrong.
Go away, Phantom!
Here you are.
You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Okay.
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it.
Of course.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
No.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Open fire on anything that moved. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Oh, poor thing. Right. Next room, so I'm assuming that space back upstairs. And I want to use my energy flintlock, and this looks really nice, actually. I call it a flintlock because it's really ornate. And it kind of looks like a flintlock pistol. I'm assuming that's the room.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Interesting. Interesting. Up. Do I go down?
Not real. You're not real.
I'm just gonna cut through all this. Next time I won't just rush at them. I'll probably just stick with my assault rifle for now. They seem to kill them a little bit faster.
You're liable to get scalded.
Yeah, I think what really got me in trouble was I kept backing up into the steam in an effort to get away. And is this it? Just terminal. So now the steam has stopped, which means I should be able to move around a little bit more freely. So let's try fixing up my armor. Okay. Oh. Tinker? Oh, it literally costs money. And then repair. Not as cool, but I'll take it. Oh, forgot the helmet too. I've seen worse. Locked door, I can't get through. And maybe this will help me circumnavigate any bots that are currently walking around. I'm honestly just flipping and touching everything I see.
Don't mess with us.
Investigating.
That.
Warning. Unauthorized persons may be on the premises.
Okay.
Incoming!
Didn't want to do this. I wanted to watch you kill each other. Bard. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now they should just start killing each other recklessly. Must be where bots go for their repairs. Those things are adorable. I would buy a plushie of those. Just making shortcuts. I love how they actually put stuff in like the nooks and crannies of this place. And like really making the effort to explore and go places where you might not go or where you would think you shouldn't be able to go still holds the possibility of yielding rewards. Alright, now because I'm stupid, I might accidentally send it to the wrong people, so I'm just saving for the sake of my own sanity. Redirect power. Warning, safety failure, plant status, exit. Right? So I'm assuming what I just did was redirect power. Okay, so now I go to the routing switch? I guess? Oh, so now does each switch tell me, like, if you do it this way? Oh, there. Wait. There? Oh, it is there. For a second, I thought it was on the pipe.
Here they come!
Kill each other! That's, like, specifically... There you are.
Got 'em all. Woohoo! The last.
Comes now the power. Okay, so I turned it on. Now what? How do I go back? I'm a little confused on where to go and what to do and why. Oh, so now I go back to the terminal and I choose. Oh, there wasn't power running anywhere,
Once
so
we
there was
do
no
this,
power.
There's no going back.
I figured.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it.
Oh, I accidentally hit B, I'm sorry.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
So, I don't want Edgewater to suffer, but I don't want the corporate side to succeed. Because it seems that the corporate doesn't really care about the people, and it seems that this other community genuinely cares about its people. So I think no matter what, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. But I still think in the long run, it might be better to side with the deserters because they already know how to survive on their own. They have survived off the land, which is how it should be done. It shouldn't be, you know, work and pray that the corporate CEOs will bestow upon them bountiful blessings. It should be, let's work together to make this planet livable for all of us, and then, you know, we can thrive off of that labor, make it self-sustaining. And I don't think Edgewater is self-sustaining. It's sustaining itself based on the corporate support. But if the people in Edgewater leave and they make a community for themselves, maybe they will survive better off rather than living to work till they die.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I really want to support your decision.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
I really want to support your decision, but I think it's better for Edgewater to be forced to leave. I think that's the right thing to do. And I'm saving again for my own personal playthrough that I might return to on my own. But this is the decision I'm making for this Let's Play. Feel free to yell at me at the comments. Okay. Redirect power. Emerald Vale geothermal plant is Spacer's Choice property. Master control terminal. Warning, safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Warning. Exit. So wait, what am I doing here? I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing to support the people I want to support. So, divert power from the geothermal plant. You've learned that there are power regulators in both Edgewater and Cannery and the botanical labs elsewhere in the region, but neither can be removed unless power is routed away from them. Travel to the region's geothermal plant, and the plant master's control terminal is reporting that 3 switches inside the plant must be flipped. So divert power from the geothermal plant. Okay, I hope I'm doing this the right way. Botanical laboratory.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people. That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. It just comes off cold to me, is all.
I see your point of view. Alright then. So, hopefully things will go in the direction of the people will leave and they will thrive. Alright then. So, hopefully what happens is that people will now leave Edgewater and the botanical garden community will rise. Well, not even rise from the ashes, because it's not like they were in that bad of shape. It felt more like they were as small as they were because they didn't have a lot of support and didn't have a lot of resources. But hopefully now, with the new energy supply that they have, their botanical garden can run more efficiently. Their plants can produce more produce, more medicine, and they could rebuild. Because one of the problems that they had at Edgewater was the plague. And I'm thinking that what the botanical garden can do is that they can produce food as well as medicinal herbs. Probably not the best solution to the problem, but probably better than relying on the corporate overlords to decide that person A is important enough for resource B. So let's see the fruits of our
Got it. Inside voices.
Yep.
We can handle it. You got him!
Oh!
Nice hit!
Honestly, just good old-fashioned lasers in space. Do you really need anything else?
We made it!
Yes, we did. Oh, he literally turns to ash. I like that. It reminds me of my Fallout days. Hard to find the bodies, though. Oh, there's one. Is this where I can get to the power regulator? I bet the guy's gonna be
You
there.
want to know what gets my bile churning?
Okay.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters: plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Because you didn't treat them like people. You treated them like property. To teach you a lesson.
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me. Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be. Stand down, all of you. We're done.
If it's any consolation, and I know they're not listening, but this is more for me. I don't want you to suffer. I just want you to not be property. And I know that's very self-righteous of me to say, but I don't know. I'm gonna invest now in it more so in like my leadership and my mechanical abilities for a while, because I feel like my guns are sufficient enough. When I'm given games like this, I like to do playthroughs that focus more on what's the word? That focus more on like really participating in the world, and conflict is a part of any story. I can't think of a single story that didn't have... That is disgusting to now look at and think about. Conflict is a part of any story. It's inevitable. And it's not always the conflict of like, you know, big sword wielding anime protagonists versus unusually long sword wielding anime protagonists clash in a city while everything explodes and for some reason a dragon shows up. Not always that. And I do appreciate conflict like that. A lot of my friends would actually say that I love combat, like the art of combat, the skill, and almost the majesty of fighting. Not to say that I like violence, but I like the discipline, the strength, and I get, for lack of a better term, intelligence or cunning that comes with being a sufficient fighter. No, get away, get away, get away. Oh, you went under. Oh, you are now here. She's having fun. I like that. Did I give her better weapon? Oh my goodness. Oh, does like shooting the rock you're about to throw actually damage you? I really like that line, like, tell your men to stand down, I don't want to get blood on my new regulator. That's a really badass line to say, I have to admit. Primal Brute. Where's the Primal Behemoth? It's this rock. This massive rock. You didn't have anything? The heck? Oh, there's the... See, like, when I saw that graveyard and I talked to that employee where he's like, you know, I gotta collect money from these people because their descendants refused to pay the bill on the gravesite. And, like, in long term, that's a horrible system because after like how many generations, there are going to be hundreds of grave sites. Not hundreds, like after like what? 5, 6 generations, there's going to be like at minimum 10 grave sites, assuming you're burying both parents and a child. Not even in 5 generations, like easily 3 or 4 generations at least. That's like 10 graves they all have to pay for. Or do they have some sort of weird system where it's like, well, you know, after a point where they're done decomposing, you know, like, whatever, we're just going to demolish the site and hand it off to the next person, which to a degree I understand, because you mourn a grave site because the person is still there, like their physical form is still there. But also, in all honesty, like when decomposition takes place, like eventually there's not going to be much left beyond the bones, and the bones can last for a very long time. But even then, like, you shouldn't put a payment plan on mourning a family member. People go to a gravesite to mourn, to find peace, to reconnect, and to put some sort of system like that in place is beyond disgusting. So when I heard that, I'm like, you know, Edgewater, unless you really persuade me over to your side, I really don't care for your methodology or way of being, for lack of a better term. You know, I didn't want something bad to happen to you guys, far from it. But this is the situation that I find you guys in, and I feel compelled to put an end to it. Even though, yes, it's going to lead to suffering, and by no means am I happy about that, but at the same time...
Is this your ship?
Yeah.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
Well, welcome aboard.
Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Or...
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And
Well,
if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
well, since I didn't understand a single word you said based on your engineering jargon, I say that you're more than qualified to tend to my ship.
Yes! I mean, thanks.
I
You won't
love
regret
her.
this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Damn right you do. Come along, kid. Let me show you the stars. What the heck? That's like the... Wait, what the heck? Is this where I put it? No. Somewhere in here. There we go. Where are you? Oh, there. I was worried. Got me scared.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Hey, I'm glad that my ship likes that too.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Nope.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure.
Another?
Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Up? Up? I would think the engine room would be down, but... Actually, no, looking at the design of the ship, it does make sense that it's up. So yeah. Wrong button. So I wonder if I can, like, leave her in the ship and she just progressively gets better at engineering because she gets constant practice working on my bucket of bolts. Yeah. I got my own spaceship. Oh my god, I would have loved something like this in Fallout. You know what they could have done in Fallout? They could have done a thing where it's like, I forgot the alien race in Star Wars, but they have like, They have like a moving fortress. I forgot the alien race, the tiny no, not Jar Jars. Oh god, not Jar Jars. I forget their name, but you know what I'm talking about. The things with the moving fortress.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Yeah, look at my engines cough to life. I love how the little flaps look like oars. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight. Yeah, it does. Honestly, for a ship called the Unreliable, it looks like a formidable craft. Like, it just looks like a freaking tank of a vehicle. I love the Unreliable. I wish I could change the name, but I love the joke. So, if they make another game of this, it would be amazing if you could name and design your own ship.
Communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain, horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
I'm sure.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
I will.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you. Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay, so that was a lot, and I know I have a few side missions still left on the planet to take care of, but I think I'm going to leave this episode here. So back at it again after my vacation and after some repairs to the computer. But I really like where this story is going, and even though there's still some semblance of regret about basically screwing over Edgewater, at the same time I think in the long run of the story, or at the very least in the long run of the lore, things will get better. I think I'm going to keep moving in this direction of helping out the colony and not corporate. And see where that takes me. This kind of makes me think of Fallout New Vegas when you had to help Robert Edwin House, I believe. Well, I think he was called just House or Mr. House. But I think Robert Edwin House was his full name. Anyway, basically, working for him meant that you and him exclusively benefited, but everyone else suffered. And it was fun to play that campaign. That's really cool. It was fun to play that campaign and enjoy the experience. But I always prefer playing my first playthrough as the most altruistic hero type. So that's pretty much what you guys are going to see. But I also have a little bit of a roguish, somewhat violent, not violent, but like, hey, if this gives me an option to hurt more people and still maintain my moral compass, I'll probably choose that option over most others. So we'll see where the stories go from here on out. But I'm really glad that all of you joined me here today. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please hit with a like. And if you want to see more episodes or see some of my previous work, hit the subscribe button. I actually just finished Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order about a few weeks ago, like 1 or 2 weeks ago. So if you're interested in Star Wars, feel free to check it out. It's not too long, I think like maybe 12 episodes, each of which being about 45 minutes to an hour. So if you want to enjoy that game in a few bite-sized pieces, feel free to enjoy it there. And if you have any suggestions or thoughts about other games you want me to play, not necessarily full-blown series, but maybe some stuff you think would make a good one-episode type situation, let me know. Send me the link if it's on Steam, or just send me the name and I'll do some research for myself. But until next time, I'm Eclipse Sentinel, and I'll be seeing all of you in the next video. Good night, everyone.